So there's a lot of good stuff on the internet, as well as stuff that doesn't really make you feel warm and fuzzy. Right?
I think of our own Florence Mitchell here at CHCO. Long before she was in television, she started in high school her own YouTube channel and built a community around her own interests. A lot of times it was fixing vintage electronics.
Yeah.
And it's neat to sort of hear how that evolved over the years from her and a small community she built with people online that maybe have never met in person.
Yeah, so someone could generate that themselves or receive some good stuff from what's already out there.
Hello everybody. Today's video is a video about my videos. I have an announcement to make and I'm very excited to make it. There is now a second place in addition to YouTube where you can watch my videos. I am the latest tech YouTuber to join MakerTube. MakerTube is an instance of PeerTube. PeerTube is an open source, decentralized, federated video hosting platform. PeerTube is to YouTube what Mastodon is to Twitter. And as you guys know, I love Mastodon. I've been on there for 3 years now and it's just terrific. So indeed, I have chosen to make a MakerTube account. I made it about a month ago. And as of taping this video, it is still a work in progress. My goal is to have my entire video catalog on there to watch. So far, I only have about 50 videos uploaded. So there's a long way to go, and I suspect that it'll be a several month, if not longer, process to get everything on there. And once everything's on there, every time I make a new video, it'll be uploaded to YouTube in addition to MakerTube. So I'm not stopping uploading on YouTube. Nothing will change here, but every time I make a video, it will also be uploaded to MakerTube in addition to YouTube. So why have I done this? Well, I love the concept of PeerTube. The fact that PeerTube instances are open source and that the PeerTube network is decentralized and federated. It's part of the Fediverse. In fact, PeerTube integrates with Mastodon in certain ways. And the fact that it's ad-free, open source, and ad-free, there's no ads on the videos. There's no way to place ads on the videos unless you bake it into the video itself. And all of that is just so attractive to me. And MakerTube and most, if not all, PeerTube instances, they're not run by big companies or megacorps like YouTube is run by Google. It's all small organizations that run these. MakerTube is run by a small group of people in Germany. And so it's all just, it's so great. It just sounds wonderful to me. And why wouldn't I want to host my videos on a place that just has all these values that I very strongly agree with? So that is what I want to do. Now, the keen among you may say, well, hold on, Flo. You make ad revenue from your videos. So why would you want to place your videos somewhere else in addition to YouTube and risk people flocking from YouTube to MakerTube, and then you lose the ad revenue because not as many people are watching your videos on YouTube anymore? And you're right to ask that. I make about $100 a month from ad revenue on my videos, and that is money that helps me tremendously. It goes into parts orders, like capacitor orders on DigiKey that I use to fix things that I then can make videos of when they're working again. But the money also goes towards buying new things whenever I see something interesting on eBay, and I can buy it and show it to you guys without really having to think too much about, you know, the budget aspect of all that. I can just kind of do it to a reasonable point, and that's excellent. And the answer to that is I don't really care, you know. The reality of it is that there may not be very many people who choose to watch me on MakerTube instead of YouTube just out of sheer convenience or whatever, and that's fine. But I never did this for the money, right? When I started this YouTube channel, I was 14 years old. I was never thinking about the money. I was amazed that I got my first 100 subscribers, and now I'm almost at 13,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And never in 17 years did I ever do this for the money. I do it for the love of video. I do it for the love of old technology and the crap that I make videos about to show you guys. I do it for the feedback. I love the feedback. I love showing unique or weird things that other people have never made videos of before. I love teaching things, teaching people about things whenever I have the opportunity to do that. The money helps, but it was never about the money. And even if it all completely disappeared, it would not change the frequency or how I make my videos. If anything, it would just slow me down a little bit, and I wouldn't be able to buy parts orders or things on eBay as often. But it wouldn't slow down the videos, because look at this place. I have an enormous list of things that I need to make videos of for you guys, but it seems these days I acquire things faster than I can make videos of them. That's just the nature of working a 40-hour-a-week job and then just being a tired person in their 30s on top of that. So, you know, sometimes I can only get a video a month out, but that's okay. But yeah, if the money all went away, it wouldn't really change anything. And so I actually want to offer an ad-free place for people to watch my videos. I use an ad blocker. I'm happy if other people use ad blockers, including to watch my videos. I don't care. And the reality as well is that I'm not in the same financial situation anymore as I was 5 years ago or even 3 years ago. At my old job, I was making a wage that is now below minimum wage. I was paid a completely unfair wage there for the work that I did. And I don't work there anymore. And the situation is different now. Things are better now than they used to be. So yeah, it's just, I'm totally fine with it. Plus, I've got a number of people that I'm really thankful for because they follow me on Patreon, and I make some money from Patreon as well. Not nearly as much as I do from the ad revenue, but it helps nonetheless. And just like the ad revenue, the money from Patreon, it largely just goes back into the videos, buying capacitors to fix stuff and other parts, and then sometimes buying new parts as well. So I'm super thankful for those guys. It all helps. Now, another reason I want to start placing my videos on MakerTube is that I think we've all seen in the past few years that we maybe can't trust these mega corporations as much as we used to. And, you know, like we've seen Facebook 2 years ago, Facebook completely removed news from Canadian users. If you're a Canadian on Facebook, you can't see news anymore. And if you're a Canadian news organization on Facebook, you literally had your page basically shut down. You can't access it, and other people can't access it. 2 years ago, Facebook shut down our Facebook page for the TV station that I work at. We're an independent community nonprofit, and they still shut us down. And clearly, there's these giant corporations can do these sweeping things, and they have no obligation to ever reinstate it or do anything about it. They can just do anything they want, snap their fingers, and make something all disappear. Now, so far, there's not really any evidence that Google will ever do something like this. Like, you know, go to every Canadian YouTuber and say, nope, you can't make videos on our platform anymore, goodbye, and just wipe it all out. So far, there's no evidence they'll ever do that. But you just never know what it's going to be like in the future. So I am happy to have a second place completely removed from YouTube and Google, where my videos can be hosted, where if God forbid the worst ever happened, there's still a way for people to watch that has been kept completely up to date in parallel with the YouTube channel. And in fact, I've lived this already. Some of you may know that in 2010, I lost the channel temporarily. It was hacked. Somebody broke into it, and whether it was some sort of automated safety measure or just a byproduct of what happened, YouTube suspended the channel. It was suspended for a month or two. And when I got control of the channel back and it was unsuspended, all the videos were gone. My first 2 years of videos that I made from 2008 to 2010, they were just all gone, and I couldn't get them back, and it wasn't for lack of trying, but they were just all gone, and I basically just had to restart from scratch. So when you go to my channel today and search, go to the videos page and search by oldest, the oldest videos on the channel are from 2011, when I decided to start making videos again after an 18-month period where I didn't make videos, partly because I was hoping that the videos that had been there before it was hacked would come back, but mostly just because I was depressed and didn't want to make videos anymore when it could all just disappear at the drop of a hat. Luckily, that hasn't happened in the last 15 years. But yeah, I know from firsthand experience that that's a thing that can happen. And so to have a second place where people can watch my videos that's completely separate from YouTube, I think that's pretty great. But at the end of the day, I'm really excited to provide a place where people can watch my videos and there's no ads, and it's hosted on an open source, community run, and donor supported platform. MakerTube is supported by donors. So I'm just really excited for this. So where can you go? How do you find my channel? If you go to, and I think this URL's right, if I'm wrong I'll have to correct it in text, makertube.net/@themaritimegirl. That will bring you to my channel on MakerTube. Now on PeerTube instances, channels are not their own accounts. A channel is actually managed by an account. And YouTube is kind of like this now too, although it didn't used to be. But so while that's how you get to the Maritime Girl channel on MakerTube, that channel is hosted by an account. And you can go to that account as well if you want and subscribe at the account level instead of the channel level. To get to my account on MakerTube, you go to makertube.net/@flow, F-L-O. And how cool is it that I could get a 3-letter username on any website? That's kind of neat, I think. But anyway, that is how you get to the channel. There's something kind of neat that you will find when you go to the MakerTube channel, and I'm really excited to be able to do this. So as I mentioned earlier, my first 2 years of videos that I made between 2008 and 2010, you can't watch them anymore. They've been gone since 2010. But as I said at the beginning, I'm currently in the process of building the MakerTube channel, with my goal being to upload my entire video catalog there. And if you go to the MakerTube channel right now, you will see some of those first 2 years of videos that haven't been available to watch publicly since 2010. I decided to dig those up from the vault. I want to start from the very beginning and include those earliest videos. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm uploading everything in chronological order. So I have started from the beginning in 2008. And for the first time in 15 years, you can now watch those earliest videos. And I'm just pleased as peach to be able to offer that again, just for the fun of it. They were terrible videos back then. I was a child, 14, 15 years old, a very cringy child. And the video quality was just horrible, and a lot of times I didn't know what I was talking about, even though I thought I did. But to just be able to offer those to watch just for the fun of it is just terrific. So if you want to see some of those, you can head on over and watch them. Now, further to that, I will add that not all of the videos that I made from 2008 to 2010, and indeed not all of my YouTube videos in general, will be uploaded to MakerTube either now or in the future. MakerTube, like I said, it's a small community-run effort, and they require donations to pay for things like the storage space and the server hardware that serves the website. And you know, storage isn't cheap, and so I want to respect MakerTube as much as possible, especially because it's not a completely open registration where anybody can make an account. When you want to make an account on MakerTube, you have to explain to them why you want to be there, what kind of content do you create, and I am so glad that they accepted my request to join. And so because of that, I want to respect the platform as much as possible. MakerTube has guidelines on the kind of content that they want to be host to. You can probably guess from its name, MakerTube caters to the maker and DIY cultures, and really they accept tech stuff in general. So I want to respect and adhere to those guidelines. And so not all of my videos, including the first 200 videos from 2008 to 2010, will be uploaded to MakerTube. In fact, I'm almost done uploading my catalog of videos from 2008 to 2010, and out of 200 videos, I've only uploaded like 55 of them so far, and I predict that it'll be somewhere around 70, between 70 and 80 probably, when I'll be done those first 2 years of videos, because not every video I made was related to technology. Some of it was other kinds of stuff. Some of it was just random, you know, vlog style stuff. So I want to respect MakerTube, and I won't upload that type of non-tech related content on the platform. Also, there were just some videos that were just so bad that I just didn't want to show them. Even the good stuff from that period is cringy enough. And some of it was like video requests, like, you know, some of my internet friends of the time requesting me to make a video of how to fix a certain problem that a PC has, stuff like that. And it's like, you know, there's no, a general audience isn't going to care about this. So I didn't bother to upload that stuff either. So what all that equates to is less than half of those first 2 years of videos will actually end up being uploaded. And altogether, out of my entire video catalog, I think it's like 800 some videos, I predict there will be at least a couple hundred that won't end up being there. So that's the story. And also, I'll just mention this, because they rely on donations, I do support them via Patreon now. MakerTube actually has a guideline of so many cents or a fraction of a cent per gigabyte that they want you to support them with based on how many videos you upload and how much space it takes up on their servers. So I support them via Patreon to pay for my usage of the platform. And so I'm doubly glad to have my supporters on Patreon, because some of the support to me directly goes to MakerTube, so that I can fairly support them to use their platform that I'm so glad to be on now. One more thing that I'll mention: when you watch my videos on MakerTube, you won't really notice it right now, because the videos that I've uploaded there so far are my early videos that are super low quality, you know, recorded with a cheap digital camera of the mid-2000s. So you won't really notice it, but when you upload videos to MakerTube, it's very heavily compressed. Actually, if you go to my MakerTube channel and you scroll all the way down to the first video I uploaded, it's actually an introductory video that I taped when I created the channel, just introducing myself for people who didn't know me, what I do, what they could expect to see, the kinds of videos I make, etc. So if you watch that video, that is a 480p video, and the bit rate is 512 kilobits per second, half a megabit. And that's a 60 frame per second video. It's a 480p 60 video. So even for that resolution, that is heavily compressed. And by the way, yeah, one cool thing that PeerTube does that YouTube doesn't, when I make a video in standard definition, like using one of my old camcorders, I have to upscale the footage to 720p, 960 by 720 resolution, for YouTube to enable 60 frames per second. If I upload the native format, 640 by 480 at 60 frames per second, YouTube will only deliver it in 30 frames per second, just a weird limitation they've always had. But PeerTube, you upload a video and that video will be kept in its native format. So you can upload a 480p 60 video and it'll serve it to viewers in 60 frames per second. It doesn't care. That's kind of cool. So that first video I've made, that introductory video that you can watch, it's in 480p 60, just how I shot it. I didn't have to upscale it, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, they heavily compress it. I recall watching somebody's 720p video and looking at you can do the stats for nerds just like on YouTube. And if I remember right, the bitrate was 768 kilobits per second for 720p. So MakerTube heavily compresses videos, and it's to save space on their storage, just because they have a very limited amount of it because they're a tiny operation. So I support that. So all that to say is, when you watch my videos on MakerTube, especially once I get to uploading the recent stuff shot in high definition, you're going to notice a markedly lower quality than you will if you watch the same video on YouTube. It'll still be served in the resolution, 720p, 1080p, whatever, but the bit rate is much, much lower, and I can understand why. So I think that's it. I think that's everything I wanted to say, and I am just so excited to offer this new way of watching my videos to people. I hope some of you, at least a few of you, go and check it out. And like I said, the fact that it's open source, community run, ad free in a time when we just seem to be bombarded with ads and at the mercy of these mega corporations that do whatever they want, regardless if it's in the best interest of their users, it's just a dream to me. And I'll be really excited to get my entire video catalog uploaded there, and to have this place where people can watch my videos if they want to. And yeah, that's it. So thank you very much for watching and listening, and please check it out if you want to. And lots of stuff in the pipeline. I've got a huge laundry list of things I got to make videos of. It's just finding the time and energy to do it. But I hope you guys look forward to that. I look forward to showing you that stuff as I can. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.
Wait, can you go here? No.
No. Oh, I can go here. Oh shit, I got a parallel. Oh shit.
She gets the whole team. Well, at least we could get food.
Oh boy.
Oh God, Curly Pop.
You're doing a good job. And you got an audience, but you did a killer job. Like, where are you from? New York City? Impressive.